Well, hello there. Nice to see you. Long time no chat. It's like, it's been years, miles. For those of you that don't know, we streamed earlier today. We unboxed and looked at the Q1 Pro. Vector 3D found a fun problem with it. Looks like the chamber heater is live. So that's fun. Nothing that I can do about that. It's not the kind of content that we do at the moment. But it is still good to know. So we are going to check the X Plus 3 and see if it has a similar issue. We're going to do that after the show today. I'm continuing on the Voron build, and I'd be lying if I said I knew exactly where I left off, because I actually don't remember. It looks like that we were doing bed management, bed routing, bed cable stuffs. So I'm going to get the appropriate stuff. What I've decided to do, and this might be dumb, this might not be dumb. I'm not 100% certain yet if this is a dumb decision, but I've decided to leave all the stuff back here. Now with the Prusa XL inside, I have a little bit more space. Because the XL, the screen stuck out and kind of jabbed you right in the side. Now with the XL not being a problem in my way, I figure I'm just going to move around some. And I found that I still can't find my back brace. I have no freaking clue where I put it. Oh, wait. I think I know where it is. Hold on. I think I know where... Oh. I think I just remember where I put it. Oh, man. Am I right? Oh, dude, I'm right. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's go. Does anybody else's mind work like that? Does anybody else's mind work to where they can't remember something until they're, like, forced to remember it? And then when they remember it, they're like, oh, crap, I know where it is. Don't worry, I have an undershirt on. And I always do that when I stream. Because I'm feeling a little bit of pain. For those who don't know, I have a bad back. I have herniations from L3 straight through S1. Bilateral disc herniations with north of 10 millimeter herniations. Marketed nerve impingement. Put it underneath the shirt that you're wearing. This is not an OnlyFans stream. That's right. That's why the shirt stays on. No, this is gonna make working today so much more comfortable. Oh my gosh. Anybody that has back problems that like understands, oh man, it's so much better. Like, I'm still in pain, but like it's not world-ending pain. Like, bad back pain is just like world-ending. It's so painful. And I don't want to, like, disparage on the pain of others. I think all pain is valid and painful, for that matter. But man, this back pain's been rough on me. Anyways, we're going to be hanging out, working on the Trident. Looks like we're going to be doing bed cable routing, which is the M3x6. So I need to get the M3x6. Actually, I'm just going to grab all the hardware. Why the hell not? It all fits in one bucket. But I need to get that zip tie out of the way. I need to get the cable chain. I don't know which cable chain I use here. I'm assuming they're the same length. Yeah, they're the same length. So it actually doesn't matter. Sweet. I thought they were supposed to be iGoose. It's not. It's different. I do like cable chain. Does anyone else really like cable chain? I love cable chain. It's just something so satisfying. So satisfying about cable chain, man. I'm telling you. Cable chain is so good. Just like, so satisfying. Big thank you to LDO Polymaker for sponsoring all this. LDO provided the kit, Polymaker provided the filament, and of course, for those that know, we did all the printing on our bamboo. It took like 6 months. Also, I grabbed a Pi from inside. I have a Pi 3 Model B. Yes, it is still in the box. Is it still sealed? It is still sealed. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, no, it's cut open. Although, I don't think I cut this. Whatever. It's a fresh factory. Smells like raspberries, baby. Got a Pi 3 Model B here, which is fine. The Model B does not have Wi-Fi, but I don't really care. I don't really care because I'm not going to use the Wi-Fi. We might, but most likely we're not going to. So we have a Pi when we need it. So we're now looking for those specific socket head cap screws. There, no. Oh, I got them. That was quick. Found them fast. 3B. The 3B has Wi-Fi? No, it doesn't. Does it? I thought it was the B Plus that had Wi-Fi. 3B has Wi-Fi? Why am I like certain it does? Who's calling me? Well, wait a minute. Let me see. That was Walgreens. Does that mean I have a prescription ready for pickup? Yes! Finally! It's ready for pickup. Yes. And that's good, because is today Wednesday? Yeah, tomorrow I have to leave, so that's perfect. Okay, it does have Wi-Fi, I guess. All right. Whatever. Even if it didn't matter to me. It's just funny that I had one still in the box. All right, let's get this installed. Of course, the printer is in like the worst location for me to do that. So out you go. Over to here. Day is Wednesday, my dudes. Yes, it is. It's Wednesday, and I think I'm gonna stream for like 5 hours today. I really like streaming. It is so much fun. But I have a tendency to ramble and say things that I shouldn't. So I don't know. I think I have to get better at just shutting up with things that I know are going to upset me. But currently I don't have, that is not a current feature in my programming. My current programming is burn everything to the ground, which is not good. We don't like that. Oh, it goes up and over. Fancy. Wait a minute. I think I just have to take this out and flip it around. Right? I think that's what you have to do. Looks like that's what you have to do. So it looks like this connector isn't... Well, before I do that, is it the same for both? Yeah, I gotta flip one of the connectors around. Okay. All right. All the 3D printing people I watch are ramblers. Probably something to analyze there. Does that say more about you or more about us? I don't know. Well, I do thank you for hanging out, watching, and enjoying the party. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that's how they want it to go. I'm not 100% on that. I'm gonna pretend like this is right, and then when someone who knows way more than I do yells at me, I'm gonna do it wrong. All right, I'm gonna take you, I'm gonna put you up here, get you out of the way for right now. You know what? I'm gonna turn the printer. I was gonna try to just like work through it, but nope. It's gonna be so much easier. Turn this printer facing towards me. No big deal. Should not have eaten before the stream, but I was getting a little hangry. I realized, oh God, I realized that could be a problem. So I had a little bit of food, but traditionally I don't eat before I stream because I always feel bloated, you know? And now I know that probably says more about the type of food that I eat, but I'm poor. So like, you know, you kind of eat what you can get, you know? I'm not saying I'm food poor. I'm just not willing to spend a bunch of money on food. Let's see. Oh, Chris is checking. Okay. Speaking of, there's someone who knows things. Chris does know things. I also know things, but my things are a little bit different. Chris has become a bit of a Voron savant lately. It is quite interesting to watch him. It's been interesting to watch him kind of grow. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut these tabs off too then. Yeah, probably. Well, there's no way that works because that doesn't fit. I probably need to flip them. I might be doing something wrong, man. Am I just stupid? Don't answer that question. It doesn't... It's not long enough. I mean, I get it. Story of my life. But, like, come on. You sure you grabbed the right one? They're the same. The cable chains are identical on the two machines. And the bed cannot go this high. Like, I'm physically pulling down on the cable chain. There should be 3. Crap, there's a third one. Nope, they're all the same. Oh, but this one's got one backwards. This one is probably designed for the bed. I don't think that's gonna matter though. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The cable chains are all the same length. I wonder if they're supposed to be the same length. Let's check. Well, actually, let's first check. Let's check the addendum. So we're gonna first check the, where the heck? God, I have so many freaking tabs open for this thing. It's not the wiring guide. Build notes, FAQ. Yeah, there it is. All right, I'm on page 213. Use 2. That's fine. Okay. Huh. We're going to go ahead and leave that one. Maybe I'm supposed to move some things around. It doesn't exactly say what the deal is. So I'm just going to leave that one hanging out there. It's just going to hang around. And we'll see. We might end up needing to move some cable chain pieces around. I don't want to spend too much more time having the right answer. So I'm going to move on. We have zip tie loops. Great. So now we're actually moving into wiring, because the LDO addendum says to basically skip 215 to 219. Great. So I'm just gonna straight skip it. We have the LDO tool head harness. So I'm gonna go ahead and paste. Whoops, that's Twitter. I'm going to go ahead and paste this in for you guys so you guys can kind of follow along with where I'm at. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Yeah. Hopefully I have all the right parts printed. I still don't really 100% know how to check for that. I feel kind of stupid with that kind of thing. So bear with me. I am sorry for not being really the smartest person in the world, but I do try. So there's that. All right. That's what we need, and we need some wiring, some tool head cables. That's probably what we need. Tool head cables? Sounds about right. Oakley dokley. I don't care about the pinout. All right, let me see what you guys are up to real quick. I'm gonna move this right next to me so I know what I'm looking at. Also, like the stream if you haven't. You know, I appreciate y'all hanging out. All right. So there is a tool head cable, which I'm assuming is this. This looks like a tool head cable. Yeah, that's got to be it. This is the tool head cable. All right. Do I have a stealth burner? I think I do. But I have a Rev A kit. So I don't know. Yeah, I have a Rev A kit. So I don't have that. And I think, didn't we find out? I think we found out that I don't have all the wiring either. I think there's another tool head board. Oh, this might be it. This might be that tool head board. It could be. Okay. Oh, okay. They're not going to show you how to wire this. Okay. That doesn't scare the ever-loving hell out of me, but it scares the ever-loving hell out of me. All right. Cool. Cool. That's not what I was expecting to do today, but I guess we're going to be doing that. I'm definitely intimidated. I'm definitely intimidated. It's not even about doing the wiring. Like, the wiring's not that bad, right? It's really not. There's a hot end thermistor. It's about doing it on camera. It's always about doing it on camera. What the hell is this 4-wire thing for? Oh, it's 3-wire. Oh, we have our first problem. What is this 3-cable thing to? What do you say? What are you? What are you? Why you do? Oh, there's something else in there too. Let me pull this out here. I can put you guys. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff in here still actually. Jeez. All right, let me get the webcam set up so you guys can kind of have the way it goes to the bed wiring. Yeah, they're on there. Do you have this? You have the stealth burner, but the afterburner kit, but the kit for afterburner. Yeah. So you have a single piece tool head board. Did you get the correct items printed? I have no clue. Which will work just fine. LDO wiring guide has that. The breakout board is in the wiring guide. Yeah, see, still making progress. It's best to remove the tool head from the printer to do that wiring. Well, dang it. Okay, this is like one of those moments where I have to be like really honest. I totally forget how to remove this thing from the printer. I totally forget how to do that. I completely forget how to remove this thing. It's been so long for me. It's a few screws on the front cover. Is it just those 2 screws and the whole thing comes off? 2 streams in 1 day. That's right. See, the first one I'm way more comfortable with. This stream is a lot more uncomfortable for me. Because like opening a 3D printer and looking at it is not that big of a deal. I can do that stuff all day long. But yeah, this feels like it's going to be a lot better if I do this off. I only have 2 screws in the front cover. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get that out of there. Oh. What did you guys have for lunch? I had some rotisserie chicken. That does not take the whole thing off. Oh, jeez. Once the front cover is off, it's 2 screws in the bottom to remove the extruder from the printer. Yeah, I think I see them. I might be able to get to them. Ah, it's too tight. I was going to see if I can just get to them that way. Yep. I see what's going on here. All right. Okay, there's that one. And that one. Yeah, I agree. I think this is it's going to be much, much easier when it's off the machine. I think we still need it together. So like, I think I still want to screw it all back together just so it's kind of easier. And then I'll turn the webcam on. Don't worry. Give me just a second to get there. I have a stream deck, right? Not a Steam Deck. I have the little button thing. I need to get that set up for out here so we can quickly switch between things in OBS. I am just, there are ever times where you're like, I'm too stupid to do this. And because I just feel too stupid, I don't want to do it. That's how I am with that stupid freaking Stream Deck. It makes me feel like an idiot. And so I don't use it. And it sits. And I know it can be so valuable. And I'm just dumb. So I forget. I forget to like put effort into it. Oh, the screw fell out. Dang it. Okay, there we go. I don't know. I doubt I'm the only one that does that. But it's like, I don't know. I'm feeling like mic issues? It shouldn't be. Product Dazzler says want to sell it. No, I'd like to use it. I bought it used. I bought it from, I guess now a former fan. I don't know. But a local guy. I bought it from a local guy. So let's get that webcam on. We're going to position it to be like that. Eh? That's kind of cool. So I can work on stuff. I can get the table up to where I want it. And to you guys, this doesn't move because the camera's actually attached to the table. So, yeah. Anyways. Mr. T-Berm says he got a 5x5. I have the original. I have no idea how big that is, but I have the original. I am worried that these wires are not long enough because these wires are definitely not long enough. How do you deal with wires that are too short? Well, I guess actually probably the correct question is where does this board go? Where does this board get mounted? And that I'm not certain I have the answers for. So let me see. How and where do you mount this board? I feel like it should be kind of obvious, but it's not. Huh. I'm not exactly... I'm guessing this is because the tool gets mounted under the blue... Oh, it gets mounted under the blue cover? Does it really? Well, if that's the case, then we're probably okay. But only if that's the case. The door goes over top, board goes under the door. Okay. Well, see, now... It doesn't say... If it says that, I missed it, and I'm stupid. But I think we all already knew that. Okay, so it goes under here somehow. All right, well then the wires probably aren't too short. They're just annoyingly short. Oh, do you go... I see, says the blind man. Let's see. I'm just trying to see where everything fits. No. I can get one of the two screws in. Oh, there's a spacer. Yeah, the door. Yeah. I see some mounting holes, but this doesn't fit there. For right now, that's not an issue. We're going to go ahead and get everything plugged in. Fairly sure the bent spacer got... Okay. Hot end fan uses these, or not hot end fan, hot end thing. I have no idea if you guys can see this well. Ferrules are going to go in there. The kit did include a little tiny screwdriver, so I think that's what we need right here. Yeah, it did. Okay, got the ferrules in. Remember, with heaters, it shouldn't matter polarity as long as it's a hot end heater. Obviously, if your hot end heater is not DC, verify that. Zombie says you again. Okay. Hot end thermistor is plugged in already. Come on. Thank you. We're going to bring this around here. X end stop, switch wire only. I don't have a switch wire, so I don't have to worry about that. PCF is the part cooling fan. Great. That can go just like Nya. Okay. Okay. I mean, this is not too bad. It's only mildly uncomfortable for me. This... Oh, crap. What are you? You don't go here. Alright, so we have some extra wires that don't fit on this board. That is a problem. I'm not entirely sure what they are, but we have some extra wires that don't fit on this board. Yeah, we have these. I have no clue what those are for. They're LEDs. I don't think that's part of this. Because the bed probe is right here. So the LEDs must not be a part of it. That's the only thing that I can think of, is that the LEDs aren't a part of this. It's not. So this header is ground, S, and 24. What the hell does S stand for? Ground, ABL, 24 volts. Okay. Yeah, so this is the probe. So we don't have a connector for the lights. Man, this thing really... I have a Rev A kit. S is for signal. Okay. It's a Rev A kit. That's a problem. Well, you know what? We're going to leave that for now. We can revisit that later. Maybe I just need a new board. There's a Schottky diode there. I didn't know it was a Schottky diode. I'm guessing... Yeah. Yeah, I'm missing a header. That's okay. I don't need it. That's okay. Oh well. Yeah, the old board doesn't have it. No big deal. All right, we're gonna move forward. I will just... Oh, that must be what this is for. Yep, that's gotta be what this is for. I was gonna say I will just wire it myself later on, but it looks like there is provisions to just extend it along with this connector. So I guess that's okay, he says, without really understanding things 100%. All right. let's see what else we need to do. Apart from the above-mentioned differences, PCB has the same shape. Mounting holes, 14-pin micro-fit pinout, and is compatible with the original HARC PCB. All right. So it's in there, but I don't know what to do now. Yeah, okay, I run both cables. That's just what I figured. That's okay. That is no big deal. I don't understand that one. I feel like they should be running separate, like they should be running all together. But I didn't build the kit. Blame Steve Builds. When in doubt, we blame Steve Builds around here. You guys should know that. Always blame Steve. We love Steve. Steve's a great guy. But it's fun just to blame Steve Builds. When in doubt, blame Steve Builds. Okay, so now looking at the addendum, page 220. Use extrusion slot cover for B motor wire, so zip tie loops are option. The extrusion covers. All right, I'm gonna leave this out for now. I guess we're moving forward. I feel like I'm missing stuff here. I don't honestly know if I am, but I feel like I am. I feel like I'm missing something like specific. So that's okay. So when running wires in the cable chain, it is important to keep the wires loose. Pull wires tight inside cable chain will result in excessive wire fatigue. We knew that. All right, this is where I'm gonna absolutely struggle. Me and wiring are not the best of friends. Who else is streaming right now? Who else is streaming? Now I'm gonna check Twitter. Who else is streaming right now? I mean, that's life. We all can't. I do my best to make sure I'm not cross-streaming with people. Ah, shit, Joel's streaming. Oh. His Q1 Pro stream. Well, I already did that. Zombies is my bot always has Wednesdays. Yeah, I know. I can't do Thursdays. I tried to look at doing Thursdays, but at least once a month, if not twice a month, I've got conflicts. So unfortunately, this is the time that I can stream. And so Modbot and I are going to run over each other. There's nothing I can do about that. I tried. I worked with him. So yeah. No. Stops talking to me, kind of saying. Says, yeah, it is what it is. I talked with Daniel about it. He's a good guy. He understands. He's like, yeah, man, I get it. You know, he's like, no harm, no nothing. Because like, I'm not trying to step on other creators, you know? I don't want people to think that I'm like coming for their time slot. Like, it's not what it's about, man. It's not what it's about. All right, so it's time to start running cable chain, but we didn't even put the cable chain on anything yet. I like Prusha's instructions. I'm sorry. All right. So that's supposed to go there. That doesn't have enough length. Story of my life. Next cable chain. Where does it go? Am I just stupid? What am I missing? I am clearly missing something where cable chains go. And I feel really dumb about this. That I'm missing what should be... Ah! It's not obvious. They're using... Oh, they're using the things in the things to do the things. Clearly. I can tell there's one here. Right? I can tell that there's one there. But the one for the extruder and all that is actually screwed into... It's screwed into the thing, so totally screwed me up. That's really funny. All right, so this one kind of goes up like this. Yeah, I think all these cable chains are short. Am I wrong in assuming that these cable chains are all short? I think they're all short. Did I get the right wire? Oh, I wonder if I don't have the right... I feel like that's not impossible, right? It's not impossible, is it? It can't be. Let me make sure. Page 224, skip it. It uses a toolhead PCB. That's fine. 226 uses the dual. Okay. So I can see one connection. I guess I'm kind of dumb and can't see the others. That's okay, I guess. Oh, okay. Yeah, it literally just goes like this. It just screws into that and then goes here. Yeah. This doesn't... I think the cable chains are all too short. Unless they're supposed to be a bunch of excess. According to the photos, it's supposed to butt right up against this extrusion. Which would mean that my cable chain is actually too short. It's short by about a link. And it feels like they're all short about a link. Well, we could print cable chain to go in there. There can be... the gap is fine. Okay. Well, then what do you do about the Z-axis? Because the Z-axis, I can't screw it in. What do you do about that? Check Discord. All right, I'll check Discord. I'm supposed to check Discord. It is so hard to, like, keep on top of all of this. I'm sorry. Even when you tag me, it's so difficult for me to keep on top of it. Yeah, Chris, mine's not going to do that. Your cable chain is very different than mine. Mine is not going to do that. All right, gap is fine. Yeah. We're gonna have to clip off the little wire management doohickeys. I kind of knew that. That's not something I'm really worried about. It's just the, am I actually using the right stuff? So definitely on both ends of the Z chain. Yeah, but my Z chain is too short. I cannot get it to where it needs to go. With that bit, I do need to get back to this. All right, good luck. Thank you, Steve. Good seeing you, dude. I wonder if there's like, because I don't think any, yeah. I don't know. I'm just going to do it. And if it's wrong, people will yell at me. They always do. I'm okay with that. So that's okay. We're going to flip this thing around here. I really should have bought that Lazy Susan, and I didn't buy a Lazy Susan yet. Oh. Yeah. So Bob from California says Grant could take some from the top to make the Z correct, as that can't be short. Yeah. It's It's kind of where we're at, I think. Where the hell's the other one? I just friggin' had it. I'm always losing stuff. I don't know about the rest of you, man, but we've been struggling. We've been riding the struggle bus lately, man. We've been really riding that struggle bus lately. All right. Yeah, I'm probably just going to print the links. I'll just print extra links. It's not that big of a deal. Wait, this chain... Because this is the cool chain. This is the chain where you can pop the little covers off. And I'm not certain. It's the cool chain where you're able to pop the covers off. Also, I need tips from Steve at some point. I need to talk to you, Steve, because your streaming setup is so nice. And I feel like I am really, really behind on the quality of my streams. I still feel like I'm oversaturated on my main camera, and it upsets me so much. I can turn down the saturation, but it's like now the whole scene gets darker, and I can turn the brightness up some, but yeah. I don't know, maybe that's better. I know that my TV is not exactly color accurate either. Whatever, we're just gonna send it, and if we have problems, we have problems. We will approach those problems systematically when we get to them. Really simple. I don't enjoy dealing with problems, but I recognize that that is kind of part... Oh, God. I don't enjoy dealing with the problems, but I recognize it's kind of just part and parcel of building a crazy kit printer like this. You're going to have things that just aren't perfect. That's okay. Yeah, I might have to steal some links from the X or the Y. Likely, I'm not going to steal links at all. I'm going to let that kind of hang out for right now, and then end up cleaning it up later myself. I could also order a new cable chain too, I guess, but it might be fun to just like have 1 or 2 little links of cable chain that are a completely different color. Wow, that screw did not go in even remotely straight. Grant, come on. What is this, freaking amateur hour? But you know what I know, everybody? I know that when in doubt, I can just blame Steve Builds. He's a good guy, but it's always fun to blame him. No, we love Steve, and in fact, Steve and I work to help each other get more views. We send people to each other's channels. Steve is a great guy. Really like Steve Builds. And this is his baby, right? This is the VORON Trident. This is Steve's baby, if you will. His little legacy with the community. And I'm here for it. I like it. So I don't want this to be too tight. Are we all the way up front? Okay. So I don't want this to be too tight. So we're going to probably put it back there. Yeah, I need like literally need 2 more links for each of them. It looks like, yeah, we're going to throw some M3 T-nuts in there to get that style. Just 1 probably. Don't think we're going to get more than 1. Well, I might be able to. But I'm just going to put 1 in there. I don't think it's that big of a deal to have more than 1 here. The manual is not incredibly specific about what it wants. So I'm going to do just 1. Because 1 seems right to me. And then, yeah, what we'll do is we'll probably look to print more cable chain. No big deal. I have to do some parts that I totally forgot to do last week for this build as well. So I will just print them tonight. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I'm testing out some new stuff on the bamboo. So I'm not exactly certain I'll be able to get to it tonight. I don't freaking know, man. I'm very stressed. if you couldn't tell, and it's not intentional. It's what happens when I have to be on camera a lot. I get really, really stressed. Because like I'm stressed when I'm on camera because it's like I always have to be on and in presenter mode and all of that when it's not really what I want to do. You know what I mean? I want to be chill sometimes, man. I just want to chill. All right. I feel good about that. That's good on the cable chain. Very much prefer that. I really could put that second Z screw in, but we're going to leave it out. Very nice. I like that. I think that's looking way more better, which is what we're looking for here. Okay. I'm sorry. My brain is mush right now. My brain is mush. I'm getting used to like streaming more often, and it's just frying my brain. All right, so I feel like I have to get to this, right? That I have to figure out how to mount this toolhead PCB, and it's not in any of the instructions on how to do it. I might require some assistance there because it doesn't actually say how to do it. So I'm really not certain. Yeah. It literally doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you how to mount that little PCB. Is it just kind of get tossed in there? The cable chain has always had a gap. There's spring to it. Like, it's loose. Like, it's got room. It's got room. I made sure. It wants to be up at an angle. I don't know. There's a thin elbow-shaped bracket spacer. Okay. Is it like this little L bracket here? Is it that? It can't be that. It's not this little L bracket here, is it? That's it? Oh, I printed it in red. Well, that sucks. Okay. No worries then. So what exactly does this do? And this is where I get a little frustrated, and I'm going to get a little preachy here because I think the Voron manual should be better. I don't think it's good enough. It's not good enough for a first-time builder. This is a very, like, this is an important thing that I don't see it. I don't see it in the manual, and it's not obvious. And that first-time builder, I think, unless they're going to watch a video the entire way through, is going to really suffer on that experience. And if you have multiple options, then you should have addendums for every one of those options. I mean, I don't know, man. It feels like there's stuff that's missing. And LDO does their own thing. Well, LDO needs to do a better job then. Like, I like LDO, but this is not sufficient. It's not sufficient to give me the information that I need to succeed. Regardless of who makes it, it's not enough. Like, this is Because like literally, the LDO thing just tells you what the pinout is. It doesn't tell you anything about like where it goes. And like that doesn't work. Unless it's like way down somewhere in the stealth burner manual. Let's see. There's the wiring for that, wiring for that, wiring for that. Nope. Nope. ADL, nope. No, it's not in there. I don't have revision C, but I can just go through the stealth burner real quick, I guess. See if it's mentioned in the LDO kit. But yeah, because I have Rev C and not Rev A, or I'm looking at Rev C and not Rev A, and I'm using a different extruder and hot end. Yeah, even for the LDO wiring guide, it doesn't have it. That is so frustrating. Like, I want to be clear, that's really frustrating for me. It's not sufficient. And I know that if it's not sufficient for me, it's not sufficient for the average user. And that sucks. So, oh well. Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to kind of guess as to how all this goes together. Let me bring the table up so it's easier for me to work on it. So, all right. I don't... No, this doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. It doesn't. That board is not going to fit in under here. There's no chance. Yeah, let's see if I can show it to you guys. Here. The wires are literally touching. Oop. The wires are just like, they're flat against the casing. If I push that in any further, I'm really starting to risk destroying wiring. I don't know if you can see that those connectors, they're just touching everything. I need more space, and space is what I don't have. So I don't think this is gonna work, unfortunately. It's the wrong part. Well, I was told to print this and not use the clockwork too, so I didn't. I followed the directions of the chat. Son of a bitch. Well, I didn't want this to be the end of our stream because we only started a little bit ago, but it seems like we might be hitting an end stop here. Oh, there's like some... I don't have that PCB, Chris. Oh, that's how it's supposed to go. Yeah, there's simply not enough room for it to go in here like that. Okay. Yeah, KB3D has really, really good photos. But yeah, mine is not going to work for that. So... yeah. That's going to be like that permanently, at least for right now. And I have to work it into my production schedule, which I'm not entirely certain is going to fit with this, but we'll make it work. We'll find a way. We always somehow find ways. But yeah, okay. That is... We are unable to continue on that. Oh, God. Things keep falling all over the place. Does that mean that my camera just died? No, it didn't. Wonderful. Dang. And so now the wiring is a little bit moot, too. Well, I guess it's really not that moot. We might have to move some things around, but the wiring's not that moot. I can still get the bulk of the wiring done. It's just not gonna... It's not gonna be as good as I was hoping. That's okay. Thankfully, it's only a couple of connectors, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. It'll be something that I can work on, I don't know, next week. I don't know. Yeah, and like Thunderkey says, plenty of underbay wiring can be done. And that's kind of where I'm getting at too, right? Plenty of underbay wiring can be done right now. And I don't want to harp on this. I feel like I tend to get really pissed off at stuff. And then I just don't feel like moving on because I want the solution to my problem before I move on. Because it will forever bother the hell out of me until we fix it. And so it's going to be like that thing in my head for the rest of the stream of this doesn't fit, this doesn't fit, this doesn't fit. But I have to just work through it. So, all right, theoretically... Now that has to go all the way to there. Holy crap. Well, wait, why? What? Mad Cat says, Grant is sounding more and more like the Bob Ross of 3D printing. It's not going to fit, and that's okay. 3D Print Junkie says, get a can board. Look, all right, I've been through this one a couple of times. I'll go through it again. We are deliberately building a relatively stock printer. If I added all these upgrades to it, one, the build would be so complicated. And two, I wouldn't get more content of doing the upgrades. This is what I'm trying to do for a living, for full time, is be able to be a content creator. And if I just do it all at once, I miss a lot of opportunity for doing more stuff. So, anyways. All right. Let's see what else is going on here. All right. Are we soldering? Is there an LDO done for 227? There isn't. Oh, some boards use the 4-pin connector. Which side are those on? Hey, it's on this side. That might, is that going to be this one? Is this? Heck yeah, it is. Let's go. I even have the right connector handy. Hell yeah. I'll Zerner with $1.49. Thank you, sir. Always appreciate you supporting the streams. We haven't seen you in the Discord lately. Where you been? Hopefully you're doing all right. Yeah, for those who don't know, we have a private Discord server. It is at the $10 tier and higher. And for those that are going to complain, oh, I don't want to spend money, that's totally fine. You don't have to. However, we like having a smaller community. It keeps a lot of the BS at bay. It means we have just a much smaller group of awesome people. I am totally fine with that. I love the group of people that we have, and they're great. And I love it when we get to hang out with people. All right. Wiring. Channels. Aha. Okay. I can get on board with this. That's kind of cool. God, I wish I had, like, cameras attached to my eyes, you know? Like, so I could show you guys exactly what I see. Because moving the camera to show you this, or moving the printer, is it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of work. So I just sometimes don't do it, and I always feel guilty when I don't do it. But that's kind of cool. There's dedicated areas for this. Just very, very cool. All right, I gotta find the zip ties because here they are. Because it says secure wire bundle strain relief using small zip ties. I love little zip tie loops. Oh, there's not one here. Dang. Yeah, I love really small zip tie loops. Yeah. Okano says, get a little USB webcam you can grab and stick in places. I've got one. It's right here. The thing is, I'm limited by wires, and I only have one monitor. So I can choose to monitor chat and monitor you guys, or I can choose to monitor the instructions, or I can choose to monitor the stream. I can't choose to monitor it all. So, yeah. I have to make decisions, and sometimes those decisions are not the easiest ones. So, pro tip for zip ties. Don't tighten them down. Leave them open. These type of zip tie loops, they're totally meant to remain open like this. So there's no reason to tighten them up. It is better and easier if you don't bother with that. You know, it's funny. I was kind of hoping that we could do this build as more like a build guide. And I don't think it's going to be that. And I'm kind of bummed about that because like that was the intention for this content, was for it to be like a build guide for the regular person's Voron. And it's like, well, it solidifies what I've said all along about Vorons, is that they're not for people who don't love building kits. If you don't love building kits, a Voron is not for you. They're very tough. Zerna says, I've been busier this last month with work. Only time to come in and reply with gifts every once in a while. Well, that's okay. Look, man, we're glad that you're there no matter what. That's all that we care about. We only care that you're there. Do I seem really dark? Oh, my TV's off-axis performance is garbage. Really got to figure that crap out. All right. We got it there. Got some of those zip ties. I'm just going to leave those there. Yeah, I already did that. Oh, here, I'll turn. It's going to be sideways, although I guess it doesn't have to be. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now you can see what I'm working on. This camera is so much darker. Oh, I can change that. Grant, you can change that, you ding-dong. Uh-oh. Accidentally deactivated it. Sorry. You, sir. You, sir, are able to increase its brightness. You, sir, are able to do that. Haha. That's maybe a little bit better. Maybe a little bit better. I don't know. You guys tell me. My cameras all look different. I'm sorry. I would love to have the same cameras everywhere. I don't have the money for same cameras everywhere. And we're trying to have like really decent quality streams. And I always worry they're not going to be good enough. Okay. Yep, 229, no big deal. There's apparently a zip tie loop that goes in up here. Okay. I guess I need to find that part then. So it's that we need to find. Also, huge shout out to Kali for getting this to me. That's a freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. Use M3 by 10 instead of M3 by 8 for the gantry cover. Got it. See, Okano says jumping into a build isn't feasible. It's the only way that people are going to do it. And it's the only way that I'm going to do it. I can't dedicate 2 weeks of research into doing this project. I have a job. I have work. And until all of this starts to pay out in a way that this can become my day job, it isn't. So it's not. What the hell am I looking for? I am totally off track. Trying to justify the reason that I do things, and I shouldn't do that. Never justify the reasons that you do things to others. It's not your damn problem. Yet I find myself doing it constantly. Is it in here? Nope. Well, dang. Shoot. I don't know if I have... How do I not have that part? I vaguely remember printing it. Is it going to be in like the... Did I put it in the panel box? I hope I didn't. Oh god, I'm dropping parts. Ugh. Huh. All right. Well, I don't see it. So, oh wait. Pieces for the gantry? Nope. Well, poo. Ha! I knew I had it. It was in the bin the whole time. There you go. Sweet. All right. Let's get that on there. Okana said, yeah, I definitely did buyer justification research as I wait for my kit to arrive. Yeah, I guess because I didn't buy my kit, it was given to me. I did outlay some capital for this kit beyond my time, but that's probably why I didn't, is because to me this is work, and work is a little bit different. Like, I was working till 1:30 in the morning. I got up, I had an 8 a.m., I had a 9 a.m., I started streaming at 10. I just took a break here, I had a little bit of food. Returned about 15 emails while I was eating lunch. And then I came back out to work. I've got meetings starting back up. I think I'm starting back up meetings around 6:30, 7 o'clock tonight. For reference, it is 4:10 right now. And then I've blocked off time for writing website stuff from I think it's 9 through 11 p.m. I mean, literally, I'm flat booked, and tomorrow I'm off grounds most of the day, which is rough. All right, before I screw this up, is there a right way to get these cables through? Because this cable, oh right, you have to remove. Well, now why? Whoa, wait a minute. Screwing this down is stupid. Why would I do that? Why would I screw that down right now? It's gonna be so much easier to get all this through if this isn't actually attached. I have to pop all the back sides of these cables off. So if the cable chain isn't attached, I feel like it's easier. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, someone yell at me and tell me that I'm wrong. But you better have a justification, because it feels like what I should be doing is unscrewing most of the cable chain, pop it open, and then lay the wires in. Because the cable chain, yeah. Yeah, Alchemist Forever said that's what he did, or they did. I guess I don't know if you're a dude. That's what they did. They popped open they popped it open, ran the wires, and then shut it. Yeah, that seems like the right option, right? Yeah, I like that better. Now I got to figure out which side of this is supposed to come off. I don't think it's the side that just popped out. Dang. Looks like it uses that small flat-bladed screwdriver. Oh, hell yeah, it does. Nice. Cable chain with removable tops is so satisfying, though. Right? Like, I'm not wrong. Satisfying as sin. I'd be curious to know what Joel's saying about the Q1 Pro. I thought it looked decent. I'm surprised Joel didn't try to stream it earlier. Joel normally tries to be the first one to stream it, but I think I was the first one to stream it, and I was an hour late because I had a 9 a.m. this morning. I laughed. Cheaty did not want me to stream today. And I'm like, well, why would I do that? That's not my fault. You told me the embargo is lifted at 9 a.m. I'm going to stream as close to 9 a.m. as I can. This is an industry where if you're not first, you're last. Why would I deliberately put myself not in first? So, yeah. So weird to me. It's not my thing. I always want to get you guys content as soon as we can humanly do it, you know? Because I love showing you guys stuff when we can show it to you. It is my favorite thing. Troy J says, is it possible to swap the tabs so that they open upwards? You can, but because of the way the cable chain runs, no matter what, you're always going to have some that is underneath. Okano says, get the positive reviewers their content out first. I'd argue you're more critical than a lot of reviewers. Well, I'm not a reviewer, first off. And yes, I am very critical. I'm supposed to be. My job is to assess a product for how we see it and tell you guys about my first experience. So, you know, with the Q1 Pro, it's the unboxing and first look. I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff. If I've got a problem, then we're going to talk about it. But this isn't a review either, right? The Q1 Pro is anything but a review. It's definitely not a review. It was a first look at best. So yeah. I might swap it on this one, like you were saying, Troy. I might swap it on this side. I think it might be better to swap it on top here. Flip both of them over, so maybe the cable chain runs backwards. I don't know if it can do that. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Oop, I dropped a screw. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out together. All right. So what we got going on here is this is what goes to the tool head. Okay, so that's down on the rail. This is up on the tool head piece. And so this is all upside down. So we are going to pop both of these off, flip them upside down, and see if it works. I don't think it's going to. And I think that's because these cable chains... Well, no, it would work. Yeah, it'll work. You're right. You're right. You're right. How many people has Joel got on his stream right now? I'll be curious. I mean, I think we peaked at like 95 or something. I assume Joel's going to get more. He normally does. Yeah, all right. So, Troy, that was actually a really good idea. That was a really, really good idea. Thank you for that. I don't think I would have thought of that one. That's a really good idea. I think. Did it change any? I don't know. Did I change anything? 570 people? Holy shit. Ah. Jeez. Man, way to make a guy feel worthless. I had like 95 people for the same thing. I already did that. And all right. Whatever. I guess that's what you get. Sometimes you're not the biggest one out there. Even if you're the first. Huh. He's really putting that new studio to work. And damn it, he should. I would love dedicated studio space, man. I feel like this YouTube channel has taken up like over half of my house. Actually, this doesn't he have like 6 times the subscribers. I guess. What is he at, like 570, 580? So I think he's over 10x. So I guess if we look at us being, we should be roughly 1/10. But like then there are videos that like smaller creators will put out that get tons of views. And there'll be streams that smaller creators do that get tons of people watching live. And I never seem to figure it out. Like I always seem to be behind on that one. I never understand it. I don't know. But yeah, the algorithm's going to start suggesting all that, which is, I mean, I'm sorry, like, you know, this is, I love what I do. This is fun, but ultimately I have a business to run too, and I would like to make it so that we get views. Part of that means that I want to be first. And since it's not a review, we're just looking at it. I didn't get paid a dime. I'd be curious if Joel's getting paid. I assume he is. I didn't get paid a dime to do it. In fact, I was actually asked to wait. And I said, no, I'm not waiting. Not going to be doing that. Sorry, no can do. You send me something, as soon as my media embargo is up, I'm doing it. Assuming it's something that, like, you know, has an actual media embargo. It's funny because I almost decided not to do that printer. I almost decided that we weren't going to. I actually have to pull. And we almost decided not to do that. Steve was summoned? Who summoned Steve? I didn't call for Steve. You were summoned? Oh, yeah, the board's not fitting. Yeah. But I think we figured this out. We know why. It's, you say tried it 3 times and Steve arrives. Okay, yeah, I mean, we can talk about it. The board doesn't, here, I'll show you here, Steve. This board, no fitty into here. Is she? She's stuck. And in fact, the wires, I should probably pull this out because the wires are freaking smashed. It's because this board's not made for this. We determined that earlier. I don't know why people summoned you. I'm sorry for being summoned. Yeah, this is a Rev A kit. And I was gonna build the original Clockwork 2 or whatever the hell it is, not this. This doesn't belong with this kit. And because this is a Rev A kit, this it doesn't fit. It's not you, to be clear. I can still blame you if you want, Steve. If for old time's sake it makes sense to blame you, I will still blame you. No problem. Still blame you, no problem. But I know this isn't your fault. So do not blame Steve Builds here. You can probably find the printed parts were meant to get fit to that. Yeah, I can probably find it too. It's one of those, I don't think any of us were expecting this. This is one of those that we were all kind of scratching our heads a little bit on. I don't mind it. It's okay. I just need to kind of bump this out a little bit. Or I just need to say, hey, Jason, send me the right parts. Yeah, send me the upgraded parts for this. So, yeah. Yeah, guys, don't bother Steve. Leave Steve alone. He's busy. He's got a job. Steve's got a job to do. Don't bother Steve. Sorry, Steve. I don't want to bother you, and that was not my intention. I did not know that you were being summoned. It's one of those things. They made the change, then provided some alternative parts, then a couple more revs, and they got lost. Yeah, you know, that's kind of exactly what it feels like. It feels like everything's kind of right but wrong, but right at the same time. You know, that's how this feels, and that is okay. Not a bother. You say that, but I always feel like a bother. I always do. Always feel like a bother. Who has day jobs? I was saying hi to Daniel. Oh, I see. So you left me saying you were going to work, but actually you were going to say hi to somebody else. Steven, are you cheating on me with Daniel? Are you cheating on me with Daniel? I want to see if these wires are the same length. If they're the same length, I'm going to run them together. God bless. This is bad. What do we got going on here? Are these wires the same? If they are, I am looming them. Oh, geez. I didn't click stop stream, did I? Okay, great. I didn't click stop stream. That is like always the thing I worry about as a streamer, like that I accidentally click my mouse and it stops streaming. It's like, oh, don't do that. Oh, they're longer. Okay, well then I'm tying them all together. Because I don't know. That seems like the right thing to do. And I've got cable management stuff to do that. Don't forget to install the turbo and cabulator. Be careful with that. They get tangled very easily. Yep. Here's Karen. Karen says, damn it, did I miss the disaster? No. Steve said, I did go do a work task that had some time to say hi to Daniel. Now making sure you're good. Now I'm off again. See you, dude. Don't you be cheating on me with no Daniel. I mean, he is prettier than me. Yeah, that's fair. Modbot's pretty cute. You heard that here first. That's gonna be awkward when I see him. No, he's good looking. Ain't nothing wrong with saying someone's good looking. He's good looking. No, Daniel's a good guy. Oh my, clip that. Clip it. I don't care. Clip it. You know what? Steve, clip it and send it to him right now. Most attractive Voron builders debatable. Ooh, who is the most attractive Voron builder? Steve's got the beard, you know? Steve's got that good beard, you know? I don't know. Who is the most attractive Voron builder? Now that's the questions I'm here for. Grant's getting too comfortable with his sexuality. Is there such a thing as being too comfortable with your sexuality? I mean, I get it. I'm in Florida. But like, Amber just joined, said, what did I come into? Don't worry about it, Amber. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. You see nothing. Mandic is handsome. That's true. But Steve's got that beard, right? And Steve's got a good voice. Mandic's almost 40? What? God, I'm 34. I feel old. Yeah, Daniel has a baby. I think he wins by default. I mean, yeah, that's kind of true. Someone's decided they wanted to produce life with him. So, yeah, I do think that kind of wins. Right? You're all old, Mitch says. I'm 41. Karen says... So, Grant, how'd your stream go today? Oh, it was fine. We just started objectifying content creators because we were bored. Oh, okay. It's, like, not in a bad way. Everyone looks good, but it's like, who's the best looking, you know? I'm sorry. That's just too funny. That's just too funny. Who else has built Vorons? Now I'm wondering who else has built Vorons. The machine is the sexiest. What machine? What machine? Look, we need something to talk about while we're working here. So, like, this is a fine topic to be talking about. There's many worse things in the world to be talking about. I'm fairly certain that this is all the wire that goes through here. I've got my 24 pin or whatever. It looks like a 24 pin. 2, 4, 6, 8. Looks like a 20 pin. Yeah, I think we're good. We're going to close all these up. Troy J asked if I have cable ties on the harness in the chains. No. There were cable ties on the like 20 pin harness or whatever the hell it is from LDO. There were cable ties there. So I actually just tied the two harnesses together because, like, why not? Why not? Like, there's no reason not to. Tie them together. Who cares? They will probably get tangled. Pretty much guaranteed. They should be sleeved. I should sleeve them separately. But most likely one of the first things we're going to be doing here is moving over to some other style, like a can, which would then replace all of this with USB-C, which makes it all irrelevant in the long run anyways. So, all right. I know how it goes for cable management. Cable management is like crazy freaking tedious. It's crazy tedious, and it feels like a waste of time until the printer is done. Until the printer is done. And I was going to say that Nero's attractive, but he called me a poopy pants in the comments. I was one of our little shorts or something that we did. And I talked about like hate comments, and the only thing in there are people making fun of me, which is hilarious. But they're like making fun of me in a joking way, and Nero called me a poopy pants. So Nero doesn't get included in the list of cute Voron builders. So ha! Called me a poopy pants. Seabass says, can trade-off is what you save in time with cables, you spend it in software. Honestly, though, I could probably serve to spend some time with Clipper, understanding software, getting used to it, and someone probably already did all the work, and I can just grab it from a GitHub repo. But honestly, I likely should be spending more time with this kind of thing, and I don't. And I really should. I think a lot of us should spend more time learning than we do. So, yeah. But my assumption, and I know what happens when you assume. My assumption is that somebody else has already done the work, and we might be able to just grab something off the ye old GitHubs. Which I still think GitHub is like prime for a competitor. It's very interesting. Like GitHub's UI for a system that is basically, become developer heaven and all that. Between GitHub and Stack Overflow, it's developer heaven. GitHub's UI and UX is just bad. Like it kind of sucks. I've never found someone said, "Yeah, I love the way GitHub works. It's amazing." Everyone's like, "Yeah, no, it kind of sucks, but there's really not anything else that's better than it, so we just kind of use it." I'm like, oh, okay, that feels weird. All right, cables come out. Cables go in here. Let's see. Joseph Griner says, with Esoterical's guide, I would argue that that's no longer applicable. Akano says, if I can do Catapult, it allows you to reflash Clipper without needing to do a bunch of painful stuff. There's a joke in there. That's a very personal joke that I'm going to leave out for legal reasons. Are you using USB-C instead of CAN? I have been doing this, skipping the CAN to USB without... I kind of would want to do... Is CAN not USB? I figured CAN was USB-C. Huh. Ashley says GitHub has a competitor and has for 20 years. It's like 20x better, but no one uses it. See, that's the fun thing. And what is it called? I'm curious. CAN is not USB. CAN is 2 wires. Oh, I thought CAN was USB. I want USB. I want USB. That's what I really want. All right. I'm going to shut that top terminal. I think this is it for the wiring. CAN is a royal pain on the software side. We just went through this, Catlet. I'm going to put this on this side of that thing. Yeah, then that comes around, attaches to there. This goes up and in here. La 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 la. Okay. I think we're pretty much done here. And if we're not, I'll hate myself. It's okay though. There are always solutions. And I guess when in doubt, I say Trident 3 times and Steve Builds himself shows up. So, I'm not saying that will work for your Trident build. So just be careful not to say that word 3 times in a row. Otherwise, the venerable Steve Builds, who is in the top rankings of the cutest Voron builders, I'm just saying. Max is pretty cool too. Max is cute. Max shaved my head. It's pretty cute. Just saying. He did arguably the best job at shaving my head. He also had the easiest logo to shave into my head. But Max did do a good job shaving my head. Just saying. The random... See, this is what happens when... I'm tired. I'm tired, and I need something to, like, focus my brain on other than I hate wiring. So I'm talking about random crap that doesn't matter. Collie says I do need a haircut. I am actually... That reminds me. I'm going to text my barber right now. I was going to try to get a haircut set up for tomorrow. I'm going to text my barber right now and see what he's got open for tomorrow. See? Thank you, Collie. I'm going to text my barber. That's what we're going to do. His name is Frank. Sweet. Thank you, Collie, for reminding me I need to get a haircut. I do. I need to get this nest cleaned up here. I need to get it all cleaned up before Rocky Mountain. I gotta look my cutest for Rocky Mountain. Get it trimmed up. Yeah. Make it look good. That way I'll look my best for Steve. Obviously. I think this is all the wiring that goes up here. This wiring isn't bad. Part of me says, oh, don't go to CAN. You did it all once, you don't have to do it again. Did I get insurance? No, I haven't had a chance to call. I have to call between the hours of 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. and I haven't had a chance to call. I wanted to get a little bit of food into me so I wasn't hangry when I was streaming this. Brandon asked, if 3D printing wasn't stuck in patent hell until rep wrap, do you think it would be farther along today or not? And for those wondering, I need to get supplementary insurance because I learned that my health insurance does not actually cover me outside of the state of Florida. And if I get hurt anywhere else outside of the state of Florida, yeah, it's expensive. I looked at getting like trip insurance, but the max policy that I could find was only for an extra $75K, which might sound like a lot to you Europeans, but like that's like 20 minutes in the ER here in the United States. I mean, it's a bit of an exaggeration. It would probably take maybe 2 or 3 hours. I need to get supplementary insurance to feel better about traveling, just in case. You know, if anything happens, I need to make sure that I have some sort of insurance to cover me in that event because it is the American medical system, and it kind of sucks. Anyways, back to patent hell. I don't friggin' know, man. Part of me says it would be better. The other part of me says nothing would change. Then there's like a fourth part of me that says, oh, no, it totally would have changed, man. But then there's another part of me that knows that not only were we kind of stuck on technology, but we're also kind of stuck on people. See, the biggest problem with 3D printing is even though it's gotten so much, arguably 3D printing has gotten so much better. The big issue with 3D printing is that it hasn't gotten cheaper. It's still been really, really, really expensive, which is fine. That's how life goes sometimes. I am looking for if I printed any extras of the cable management pieces. I thought I did, but I clearly didn't. Boo hiss. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I want to say yes. In my head, I want to say yes, but I'm not so certain the answer is yes. Like, I'm really not so certain that the answer is yes. I'm sure technology would be better, but I'm not certain. Like, I guess you would have more time, right? You'd have more time. Mitch 3D says GoFundMe is an insurance policy. Oh, God bless. No, please, no. I think 3D printing slicer-wise would be the same as today, mainly due to internet data rates and model sharing. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, as Mitch says, the 3D printing cost is kind of bottomed out. That there effectively is like a minimum that things have to cost. And I would agree there that we're certainly, if we haven't hit that point yet, we're damn close. Brandon says, I can't find insurance cover that covers my business. Second they see 3D printing, they run. That is correct. You are unlikely to get insurance. As someone that doesn't. The only way that I found that we can have insurance on stuff is we segment businesses. So I have multiple LLCs that do multiple things. That's been the way that we've handled it. Obviously, you can do things differently if you choose. But that is how we've handled it. So grain of salt that. I'm certainly not an expert at this kind of stuff. Yeah, grain of salt. All right, I am looking for that part right there. I'm assuming it's part of the extruder or the gantry, right? Z-axis, gantry? Nope. It's a weird looking part. What's that part really look like though? I might not have that part. That part might have to wait as well. Looks kind of like a C, more or less, is what I can tell in that. I might not have that part. Could be with all this stuff. I know you guys are like, what are you doing? We can't see anything. I know, I'm sorry. It is impossible to show everything. And it's just faster for me to burn through it real quick. And then come back. I do not see that part. Is there an the LDO addendum said to use longer screws. So what does health insurance cost in the United States? If I was not getting Obamacare or government subsidies for it, my health insurance would be $435 a month. It has $0 deductible for most stuff. Copay's pretty low, but I have co-insurance. If I go to a hospital, I have co-insurance up to an out-of-pocket maximum of like $2,000. Out-of-pocket max outside of network is $22,000, which I'd be broke. I don't have 22 grand laying around. So yeah, health insurance. Yeah, health insurance expense is like $435 a month. I have subsidies that bring it down, obviously, because I do not make a ton of money. But you know, that's life. My taxes are low too, so that's, well, kind of. I pay 27 to 29% tax bracket for the business. Yeah, we don't have any state income tax, so that's a plus. We don't have any of that. But yeah, insurance is very expensive here in the United States. So I am unfortunately missing that piece. Mr. Catlet, if you are available, can you please mark it down? Is that part? I don't see it. I looked for it, but I feel kind of stupid keep looking for it. So, yeah. Collie says, do wages compensate for that? Like you guys get higher? No. No. Unfortunately, no. We try to pay our people very well. I like to believe that we pay above average for wages. I know in some areas we don't, but like, I'm sorry, California is very, very expensive. And it kind of is what it is. But like, you know, I like to pay at least at market rate, if not a little bit above. I want our people to feel comfortable. Yeah, I don't have that part. I want our people to feel comfortable. You know, I don't want people to wonder where their next meal comes from. And if we do have any staff members that find themselves in a point of food insecurity, I do my best to take care of them and get them a little bit of cash to get them through however much time they need until they get paid next. And then we net out the difference. It's the best that I can do as an employer, you know. Try to help people where I can, but ultimately, there's only so much that I can do. This is VORON 300. So the thing with wages is like, so Collie's in the UK. Collie actually made the book that we're looking at right here. And in fact, Collie signed the book. I had him sign the book. He didn't want to sign the book, but I told him he needs to sign the book. I wasn't letting him go unless he signed the book. Because he went through all this effort to make me this super, super dope book. And I'm like, dude, you need to sign it. Like, it's so freaking cool. I need you to sign it. And to him, and this is something that I kind of love about our community. To him, it's an everyday thing. He makes books for a living. Like, that's part of his day job. But for me, that's like something crazy special. Like, it's crazy, crazy special. But yeah, so wages are a little bit different. You know, Americans get, if they're lucky, they'll get 2 weeks a year vacation. And that's paid vacation, like paid time off. And that is only if they don't get sick. If you get sick throughout the year, you basically have to use that time. Now, there are companies that will have separate sick time versus, you know, vacation time. But there aren't very many of them. So we operate on 1099s. So our team, they are not salaried. So, you know, no one gets just fixed salary rates. Everybody works per hour around here. It's the safest way for us as a business to do things. But I recognize for some, it's not as secure as getting like health insurance and all that. Once we get to a certain size, we will have to provide insurance by law. But currently, we are not large enough yet to provide insurance. Which is A-okay for me, because insurance is expensive. You get 5 weeks holiday, but no sick pay. Okay. Yeah, that's not how it's done here. For better or worse, that is not how it's done here. Want to make sure. I've got some extra wire here. Things are a little bit looser. You know, give it a little bit of extra space, like the manual says. It's got another thing for cable management. I'm going to go ahead and toss another zip tie there. I know there's way more in here than we need. Yeah. Mr. As Brandon says, a small business owner's pay vacations are a fantasy. Catlet says there's a package only from Fabrico. Don't buy things from... I will ask Hector for it. Please don't buy things and send them to me from Fabrico. I will just ask Hector. Hector's a great guy and has supported the channel plenty of times. Or I can tell him to bring it to Rocky Mountain. Damn it, Chris. Or did someone tell Fabrico and Fabrico said that, well, Fabrico's not in our server. Well, thank you, Chris. You'll forget. Screw you guys. Thank you, but screw you guys. Let me know what I owe you. I'll cover it. I'm not trying to get free stuff from our Discord. I appreciate it, but I want to make sure. Thank you. We know you too well. You're right. I will forget it, and that's completely true. I am so busy. And when this... So we've got a big job coming up here. When it finally pays out, then I'm going to be ultra busy. Like, ultra busy. Send them a dehumidifier. I have one. There's one down there. I don't run it. It's hot enough as it is. So, yeah. Akano says that the Q1 Pro heater has live current. Yep. Did Joel just check his? Did Joel check it? Yeah, the Q... Oh, you know what? Mine's plugged in. Do I have a hot or not available? Mine's plugged in right now. I kind of want to just touch it and see if it hurts. But I know you all will yell at me because I shouldn't do that. But all right, when the stream is done. When the stream is done. But yeah, that seems to be an issue for the Q1 Pro. We didn't test that. I never test stuff like that, and I should probably start doing that. And I didn't, and I feel kind of dumb. But that's okay. Sometimes you gotta feel a little bit dumb in your days. It will only be 60 hertz. It shouldn't. It will only... Yeah, I get it. It's gonna vibrate a little bit. It's gonna suck. Look. There's a Tesla coil back there. You guys can't see it, but there's a Tesla coil back there. There's a chair blocking it. But like, I'm not too worried about electricity. I have a healthy respect for it, both AC and DC. I have a very healthy respect for electricity. All right. Oh, hey, there is cable sleeve. Where the hell's cable sleeve? This thing came with cable sleeve? Oh, hey! It came with spare cable chain pieces. I bet this is for the Z-axis. It came with spare cable chain pieces. I didn't even notice that. So this must be... We just found these. I wonder specifically... Did you figure out your stuff? No, not really. Not really. And in spite of your Florida man status, you don't keep elephants around, I presume. Oh, man, that's a good one. Nah. Tesla didn't do that. Edison electrocuted the elephant. That was not Tesla. Edison did that to show the dangers of AC. Yeah, that was actually a thing that happened. And for some reason, we idolize Edison. We should be idolizing Nikola Tesla. We can just ignore the whole pigeon thing. Tesla's pretty cool otherwise. Just ignore the pigeon thing. We gotta... Look. Skeletons in the closet, it's a thing, okay? Just ignore the pigeon thing and let's just move on. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't look it up. It's a little weird. I don't see it unless I am blind. It's very possible. That is foam tape. We're not using that right now. Where in the Sam Hill is my... where is it? I don't see it. I don't know if the kit came... Oh, there's stuff up here. What do we have up here? No. In that bag, is there cable sleeving? No. Dang. In memory of Topsy. Yes. He had like a whole love affair with a pigeon. It was kind of weird. So, you know, look, man, nobody's perfect. That's a weird thing not to be perfect about. Like if that's your weird thing, I mean, whatever, let your freak flag fly. I'm not here to tell you what to do. It's now illegal all over, but at the time it actually wasn't illegal. Most places did not outlaw that whole thing until many, many years later. So love it or hate it, it was technically legal. I've got cable sleeving, it's just not made for this. Does anybody know the size of the cable sleeving used for Vorons? And I will grab some cable sleeving that I have, which I'm almost positive is right here. Yeah, this is my big bag of cable sleeving. So I might just sleeve it myself with my own stuff, and then when and if I find the stuff for the Voron specifically, I'll just replace it. Because yeah, I don't see it. Ah, I'm stuck. I gotta turn. Nope, I don't see it. Don't put the sleeves in the cable chains. That's what you're trying to do. No. It said to use cable chain or cable sleeving here, which is fine. I completely agree. Use the cable sleeving there. I'm following the directions, man. I'm following the directions, man. This stuff here, the zip tie loops, it says to use, yeah, for right here, it says to use some. So I think I'm just gonna cheat and use stuff that I have here in stock. Is this my fancy stuff that's got different colors? No, it's not. Dang, it's the mid-size. All right. This is my mid-size. It's just black. I have black with blue. Let me see if I can find my black with blue cable sleeving, because that would actually probably look really freaking good here. Aha! Got some. This is what happens when you have a bunch of random hobbies. I was making custom cables for my $20,000 scanner because I don't feel like paying $100 or $60 for a USB cable. So I was making custom, or no, $140 for a power cable. So I was making custom cables. All right, do we go with the black or do we go with this? Do we go with the blue and the braid? What do we do? Do we do the pure black or do we do blue and the braid? What do you guys think? What do you think we should do? Blue braid, yeah. It'd be nice if I had some red braid, because that would actually match the build a little bit, but I kind of agree. The blue braid's kind of slick Rick, right? You gotta, you know, hook it up, man. Blue braid, that's right. Let's freaking go. Get the blue braid out here. I have a torch, which is good, because that is the, for those who don't know, if you're going to cut this type of Tech Flex cable sleeving, you always want to do it with a hot knife. That'll keep it from fraying. It kind of melts it all together. So everyone says blue braid. Blue braid it is! Let's go! All right, let me see how much I don't know how much I need. I guess I'll just sleeve the rest of it. It's not that much. Well, I'll sleeve the rest of the 24 pin. And then everything else can come out of that. Well, I say we sleeve what's visible. Well, no, let's not. I mean, I could individually sleeve it too, like, because there's 3 different bundles of cable, and that's how you cut stuff. Yeah. If you had read it, would be the first thing to match colors on your Trident. Oh, that is, you know what? That is, you know, I don't know. Can I pin a comment for a bit? I'm absolutely pinning that comment. I'm pinning that message. That is beautiful. You sir have earned a pin on that. If you had read, that would be the first thing to match colors on your Trident. So I'm doing it this way just because. Just sleeve till under the deck plus 1 or so inches. All right. Oh, that's great. Now, Connor says I've been using a knife and then, you know, torching it afterwards and it looks like trash. It does, and it will. The only issue with the torching method is that it won't let you expand the cable, and this 24 pin, or what, it looks like a 24 pin, I'm calling it a 24 pin, is going to be a real pain to get through. This is really thin sleeving. I might need to go the next size up. This might be easier. 14, whatever it is. The funny thing is, I've had this for so long, and I don't use it very often, but it's like when you have it, you're thankful to have it kind of thing, you know? All right, I can definitely get that 14 pin through here. Is this appropriate for sizing, though? It's okay. Let me see if I can get it in through this. This size is going to be a little bit better. You gotta like stick your finger in it. It's kind of a weird thing to say, but you gotta expand the sleeving to get everything to fit properly. It might fit with this. This size is my preference. I think it looks a lot nicer. So I'm gonna put this big pin through first, and if for some reason I can't get it to work well, then we'll go to the bigger one. It's not great. I can make it work. I would prefer the smaller size. I think it's going to look a lot nicer. I will have to undo that little bit of cable braid right there because I've got wires that are just, oh no. Well, they're a little tangled now, but it won't, in the end of the day, it's not going to matter. Well, that does suck though, doesn't it? Sucks a little bit, Grant. Sucks a little bit. Apparently I have passed a wire dead through. Not what I wanted to do, but I have to get this through enough. I don't know. I'm debating if this is worth it or not. Yeah, split sleeve would be better. This is not that kind of stuff. And in fact, I think because I don't feel like really struggling, we're gonna go with the larger size and not worry about it. Because we know the larger size is gonna fit it just fine. The small size is like right at the edge of use of functional. This will be just fine. Why sleeve it if it's in drag chain? This is not in drag chain. We've already ran through the drag chain. We're already through it. Go big and shrink. Wrap ends. Oh, that's true. Oh, you're right. You're totally right. Ugh. Look at that. I also have a heat shrink kit available. You are totally right. That is exactly what we're going to do. We are going to shrink wrap the wires because that is just so much. That's so much smarter. Drag chain is my stage name. Is it, Mitch? Huh. I don't have big enough heat shrink in here. Dang. I could use electrical tape. Really, any tape would work. Heat shrink is just easiest. I'm not sleeving through the drag chain. Don't worry. No one needs to call Steve to have him yell at me. I'm not sleeving through the drag chain. So we're not going to use that. But a little bit of like masking tape would not hurt. So let me see. Let me see what I have here for like masking tape. Of course, a lot of my tape is on the other side of all my cameras and stuff right now. Nope, nothing there. Oh, crap. Oh, man. Almost just really hurt myself. That was really close to hurting myself. Any tape will work. Basically, what we want to do is we want to wrap the ends up so it just goes through and doesn't snag. And that is absolutely the smart thing to do. I should have thought of that earlier, and I just didn't. And I feel kind of dumb for not thinking about that. That's a great idea. And I'm gonna go if I can. I'm gonna peek inside and see. I should have painter's tape inside. Let me see if I can find some really fast. If not, we're just gonna have to do it the hard way. Packing tape. Packing tape will work. Packing tape will work. Let's go. Any type of tape would work here, no matter what type of. We know that LDO includes a split loom. Oh, they include actual split loom. I don't see it. I have lost it. It's no big deal. We're gonna do it this way. It's gonna be way more fun. So don't worry. It's gonna be fun. Okay. All right, there we go. Our little kind of, our bullet pathway, if you will, to go into. Oh, yeah. So much better. Oh, that is like a hot knife through butter. That is so good. Go through, please. Hello? It's funny. It's stuck on something. I just don't know what it's stuck on. Looks like I need another piece of tape. Some of these little connectors need some tape. Oops. Yeah, if they included split loom, I don't see it. I'm sure it's been misplaced. This kit's been here for a long time. This is a more than appropriate solution to the problem, so I don't care. Look at that tape dispenser. Yeah, I pack a lot of boxes here. you gotta have the pro gamer tape dispenser, right? It's a thing you need. If you are running a business doing this, oh, there's gonna be another cable. There's gonna be this Z-axis cable. I need to find that cable because I need to run that cable. So let's look at that. Those are breakouts. No. Where are... Might still be an LDO box down here. I don't think that there is. But there might be. Nope, I don't see any. There should be more wires. There are the wires for that Z, and I would like to run it inside, because of course I am not using split loom. And I don't want to have to do this again. Because that would upset me. Ah, is that it? That's it. Yep. Okay. Are these all going to be the same length? I assume they're going to be the same length. Why do I have all these cables? Hold on here. I think I have too many cables. Why are there so many of these cables? This is not all the wiring. No, it is. Oh, there's 3 Z's. Got it. So this is for the 2 longer ones are for X and Y. Then there's the one for Z. Okay. I'm freaking out here. I'm like, oh, I did something wrong. No, we're good. The 2 longer ones have got to be for the XY motors. All right. Ah! I fell off the printer. The mini-me that Wexter made. Okay. Yeah. Like, we're here. We're doing this now. Yes, exactly. I have to fit this all in there now. This one's just going to run straight down. I'm not going to worry about that. But this one I have to fit in there now. So. Nope, that's got to come out, and I got to redo it. I might be able to get away with like stuffing this in there. That's what we're going to try to do. Yeah, that'll work. Good enough. You said this is work, but you do enjoy it. Enough to build another Voron, so this one won't be lonely, or perhaps a different printer. Yeah, now that I kind of have the gist of it, I think the second build will go a lot smoother. I think that I think that this, just because I don't really know 100% what I'm doing with this, it's a little stressful for me because I'm apprehensive. But yeah, I have to, because this is not split loom, I have to do all this right now. That's a nice frame, Wexter says. Yeah, buddy, it's blood red because it made me bleed a bunch of times. Hey, Wexter. How you doing, buddy? Voron Phoenix. No, we're not doing a Phoenix. God. Y'all think I'm made of money? His and hers V0.2s. I would love to do that. Have Amber build a Voron with me, and it'd be a his and hers V0.2. How freaking cool would that be? Right? That'd be a super slick build. Super slick build. It might cause us to break up, but it would be a super cool build. I am doing pretty good, Wexter. I hope you're doing good as well. I saw your creepy Easter Bunny model. I had nightmares about it. Thanks. Seabass says, do you do a race? Theoretically, I should win that race, but you know, I never really put it past Amber. She's really good with this stuff, like way better than I am. I need a random piece of sheet metal. Great. Here's a random piece of sheet metal. This was from one of the laser builds that we did. All right, so I know that I have enough. I'm just kind of scrunching it up a little bit, and now we're going to go ahead and heat up a knife and cut it. Oh, I knocked that over. Sorry. The hardest thing about a Voron is squaring the bed. Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Wexter said, now you know what's in my head, but glad you're not there. All right, so now I'm going to heat up a knife. Nice and toasty. We want to melt through that that Tech Flex material pretty quickly. Doesn't need to be red hot. But nice and toasty is always good. So then when you apply it through, did it work? Oh my God, we're not even close to being hot enough. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, I need a better heat source. Technically a soldering iron with like an X-Acto blade on it would work amazingly well too. But this is normally good enough. All right. There you go. I don't know if you can see it on the camera well. You'll definitely be able to see it up there. Looks great. That is the right way to cut Tech Flex. For those that didn't know, that's the right way to do it. Or at least the way that I was taught years ago. All right, now I got to cut all the tape off. We should be good to go. $1,000-degree knife throwback. Oh, jeez. Can anyone tell me where to find that creepy bunny? It is available on Wexter's Patreon. Wexter, since you're now a mod, you should drop the link to your Patreon in the chat so that these fine individuals can join your Patreon and get all your creepy-ass models. Wexter's a good guy. We like Wexter. Nope. He said nope. Fine. One of the other mods can drop Wexter's Patreon, because there's more than one mod in here. Wexter thinks he's going to get away with that. Absolutely not. I've got more mods! Yeah, so somebody else drop his Patreon in here. Or I will Google it and find it myself. Wexter doesn't want to do self-promotion in my stream, and that's okay. I get that. It's not about self-promotion, buddy. I like helping my friends, and you are a friend. You've got a friend in me. Oh. Thank you, Catlet. Karen says mod me. I know better than that. Once you've modded enough of the Wexter crew, you've got a really dangerous chat. You've got a dangerous chat when enough of them have been modded. Oh, yeah! Dude, that's gonna look so good. Hopefully I don't need to do this again, because your boy's gonna be pissed off if he has to do it again. Karen says she's a good girl. Your name says otherwise, my dearest. Karen is a good admin in my Discord. I mean, that's fair. Wait, does Karen have the cookie in your Discord? I didn't realize she did. Amber keeps coming back into the weird times. Oh, that looks so good. All right, fine, Karen. You'll get a regular mod in here. No problem. Add as a moderator. There you go. Moderator Karen. Oprah Winfrey with the friggin' mods lately. Tell you what. I put way too much tech flex on this, but that's okay. That is okay. It's better to have too much than not enough. But like, come on, dude. That looks so good. Oh, that looks so good. Mad Cat USA runs and hides. Nah, man. Wexter's crew are good people. There's very few people in Wexter's Discord that I have not associated with that I haven't enjoyed their company. Well, why would they have us put this on if this clearly needs to go through there? Well, that's just kind of dumb. All right, I'm going to get this tech flex out of the way because I don't think we're going to need this big one again. Wexter, believe it or not, I'm getting another haircut soon. Can I move that camera window so the manual's in the upper right? I mean, I guess I can. You're not really missing anything down there. But yeah, I can do it. There you go. Just like if I go over here, now my head's cut off. Can't see my... I was going to move the whole printer, homie. I was going to move the whole printer. You can see it on the top down. You can see it on the top down. Y'all... Like I said, my mods are my damn problems. That's the upper left. Son of a diddly. There. Better? Is that better? What if I wanted to come over here and talk? Now you can't see my face. Now it's just my chest. It was better where it was. I liked it where it was. Why do you have to change everything? You just come in here and you change everything. No, it's fine. That's where you cuss and bleep. That would be funny. I did none of those things, though. Put it in the center and save us all from my identical twin brother. My identical twin brother says to put it in the center and save us all. Thanks, John. I could be a real jerk right now, and I'm going to be nice about it. I'm going to be nice about it right now. I could be a proper jerk right now, and I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice. I just taught everyone how to use split. I just taught everyone how to use tech flex today, okay? People learned valuable lessons in here. Like, come on, man. That is freaking clean. Hold on. Hold on. Let me show you this shit. This looks clean AF. Hold on. Oh, yeah, we're on a roller coaster. Look at this! Look at that! It looks so good! And it's got the blue in it, which matches the blue there, and the blue somewhere up there? Come on! It's great! It looks so good! I made way too much of it. But too much is better than not enough. I can always cut it down to less. Yeah. Anyways, very happy with that. And the funny thing is, that is not what LDO wants you to use, because I can't find the stuff that LDO provided in the kit. So we use something different, and it actually looks really good. So I'm actually really happy with this. Unfortunately, all that effort that I did to cut the cable correctly was quite a bit moot, because my power cable, because the stuff is still way too long and it's already started to fray. Dang. I forgot the Trident motor wires are on the other side as well. I will sleeve it, but I'm going to use a much smaller sleeve to do it. I guess I got to go through and recut it. I don't really want to heat up this knife again. This knife is really, really big. I've got this crappy IKEA kitchen knife. That might work. Yep, this kitchen knife, way, way more up to the task. We're torching our wire, or our knife, then we're cutting through our Tech Flex with our hot knife. And our knife's on fire. I just have to be careful not to like melt any regular wires, because that can be a problem with this stuff. I do have a rework station. I don't have it immediately handy, and this butane is pretty cheap, so I'm not going to worry about it. Alright. Cool potatoes. That's all done. Can slide this bit off because we don't need it no more. It's a shame. Always sucks when you make too much Tech Flex because there's really nothing you can do with it to make it better. Alright. Way better. Whoops. Couple little pieces there, still got a little frayed. Sorry, Tech Flex. Cool beans. All right, sorry. I went down that rabbit hole a little bit too long. I'm back. It looks good. We're moving on. All right, we got that done. We sleeved it. I'm on 230. Okay. Well, I gotta get the octopus on now, which I know that I missed. I missed putting the octopus on the first time. So I need to get that octopus and I need to put it on. This is the Big Tree Tech octopus. This is now my second time using an octopus. The Magneto X uses one. Did I not put it on because I'm missing those parts? I might be missing those parts. Yeah, let me see if I can find where we do the wiring for the octopus, because that is... That's going to be required. Looks to be around like the 180s. Okay. Yeah, I think it's because I don't actually have the parts for it. That is why we skipped it. We skipped it because I don't think I did the parts for it. Yeah, because like I have the DIN rail mounts, but I don't have those supplementary mounts for the octopus. So, no big deal. Chris or someone, if you can get me those supplemental mounts for the octopus, that'd be awesome. Toss them into the Discord for me. Until then, I'm going to put this anti-static bag right here. I'm going to put the octopus, I don't know, something like that. Nope. Smack cameras, apparently. You want the LDO wiring guide. Okay. Let me see what it says. Oh, no. I just looked at the LDO wiring guide. There's another cable that needs to go into that split loom. Damn it! Although I guess it doesn't matter if I split the left and the right apart. No, it doesn't matter. I can run those separately. Screw you, I'm doing it different. Damn it! Oh, I screwed that up. That's fine. I can do it separate. It's no big deal. It'll be fine. There should be plenty of cable, and if not, I will extend it. I am not redoing that cable chain. All right, its power supply is there. Octopus looks to be roughly there. There's another little board dingus that goes there, which I assume is this. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. That goes there. So this is your board dingus for breakouts and crap. That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. I might need all these pieces. Or does it fit this way? Nope. Nope. Okay, those don't fit. I don't think I have the right DIN rail pieces, unfortunately. So I might need those too. Nope. And I'm assuming this is also going to be a nope. Yep, nope. All right. I do not have the right DIN rail pieces for this either. So I need to make a bunch of DIN rail pieces, it looks like. Whoops. Bummeroon skis. Bummeroon skis. It's fine. We're going to keep moving forward. But I think we might... Do we do more wiring or do we skip it? I don't know. Oh, also, my DIN rails are sideways. According to the LDO wiring guide, my DIN rails are 90 degrees out of phase. So that sucks. Wex says he has to go. See ya. Good luck with build. Thanks, Wexter. See ya. Okay, it doesn't matter since I'm using inverted. I like it this way. I want it this way. Rotate them so the wire length works. It should still work. I think. Oh, no. Yeah, it's not going to work at all. But I mean... All right, this might be... I'm getting to the point where I'm missing enough stuff where I feel like we have to start calling the stream. Because, like, now we're in the wiring. Can I just do the skirt? Can I do the skirt before we do the wiring? Is that possible? Because, like, I'd rather just do the skirt. No, this is the way it's done. Because the fans blow left and right. Do I want to do that now? I feel like I want to do that now. Skirt, skirt, skirt. All right. Guess we're doing the skirt. I have a lot of extra cable up here, and I don't know if I screwed myself because of that. Oh, man. Heat insert time. You know what, guys? Honestly, it's 5:30. I've been streaming for many hours today. Part of me says we just call it here for the day. I don't know. I'm realizing how tired I am. Let me see what I have going on this afternoon, because I know this is going to take this might take about an hour to do. Sorry, still going through stuff. There's a lot of notifications on my phone right now that I have to go through, and that was still not all of it. Yeah, part of me says we should do an electronics part 3. Part of me says we should do an electronics part 3. Well, what do you guys think? Do we do it? I might be able to be convinced to do it. I don't know what, but I might be able to be convinced. Because now we're just doing all this stuff. My back says don't. My back said not to stream in the first place. I feel like I got like nothing done today. That's kind of upsetting. It feels like I didn't get a lot done. It feels like we ran into a lot of headaches. And I didn't get a lot of stuff done. I know that's how it can be. Like that's how it be sometimes, right? Sometimes you get a little thing done and it looks like you got a ton of stuff done. Other times you get a lot of stuff done and it doesn't feel like it. Also, it feels like my camera's pitched up. I want it to go down some. Let me see what my calendar looks like next week. Maybe we do another Voron stream next week. Let me block off that time. I'm gonna block off time for a Voron stream next week. Yeah. I want this thing buttoned up before... I want this thing buttoned up before we go to Rocky Mountain. Right? The goal is to have this thing running before Rocky Mountain. And to do that, I think I got to start streaming weekly on it. So... I think because we did some extra streaming today, that I'm kind of feeling out of it. So I think it's probably better to quit while I'm ahead, while I can still walk. We got a bunch of stuff that we need to reprint basically. So I think I feel comfortable picking it up maybe next week. I don't have time tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to have time on Friday. I have to re-record a podcast with somebody. I was a guest on somebody's podcast and their recording failed. So I have to re-record that on Friday with them. Seabass says, if you hurt your back, buddy, my back's already been hurt. Fun fact, I lost 2 days last week due to a migraine that put me down. That was fun. From back pain. We assume it was from back pain. Anyways, I think it's better to call it here. I don't want to overdo it. Let's take a look at this sometime next week. Sunday we got our podcast. Saturday I'm busy. I don't know. I gotta have this thing wrapped up before Rocky Mountain. Like that's the end goal. The end goal here is this thing is done before Rocky Mountain, you know? Like, I got this printer at Rocky Mountain last year. It shouldn't take a year to build a damn Voron. In my defense, we really didn't have the streaming setup and work that we do now. So, you can look up the skirt next week, Dark 3D Dimension says. I'm probably in more pain than I realize. So, I'm going to sign off here, guys. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Thank you all that are hanging out with me. This is, what, part 6 of our trying to build 2.5 hours, right? Almost 3 hours. I think we did good. I did almost 3 solid hours. That means I've streamed for almost 6 hours today standing, which for somebody with my back, this is pretty darn good. I will take this as a win today. I hope you guys do too. Go for those little wins. Get yourself a drink of water. Get a little snack while you're at it. Shoot for the little wins, man. Sometimes there are days in your life where you need that little win to get through. shoot for that little win. That's what we're here for. That is all I have for you guys today. Wish we had more, but your boy's body ain't going to put up with it. So, stay safe out there. Don't forget to call your loved ones. Leave a like on your way out. And as always, keep making awesome. Have a good one.